Hello, welcome to my channel. I haven't done a long form Sims video on my YouTube channel in a little bit, so I'm really sorry about that. But I really wanted to do a world overview today because this world is called Praaven, and it's not new by any means, but this is the reworked version that I think a couple of Sims creators kind of collabed on to make it have a bit more like of an updated version with no longer broken custom content. This is a non-CC free world, by the way, if you don't know about it already, and it is like a medieval style looking world, or like Middle Ages, and I really was looking for something like this, and I totally forgot about this world. I wanted to look at it for a while, but because it had a lot of custom content in it, it kind of held back from looking at it. But since I use CC Magic now, it's a lot easier to do that. So we're gonna look at Praaven today. It's a big world. I mean, this is a big map. Like I said, this isn't CC free. It does use custom content. It also uses the rabbit hole rugs, but it gives you every single piece of custom content in the download. So you don't have to go searching for anything, thankfully. Now, let's take a look at it. I'm excited. So I think we're going to look at maybe some of these houses first. I have a sim that's just going to probably move into them, but these look like they don't have much to them. They're kind of just like ruins, like what used to be once the infrastructure is now crumbled, demolished, and deteriorated by the salt air, the seawater air, you know what I mean? But it looks really cool. Like if you look at it from this angle, this is obviously like the town center sort of thing, where like the town square where you would have everybody living, but also there'd be probably some like shopping nearby and things like that. And this is like the same thing, so we won't look at that. There are some houses here. Well, just because you can't afford them as a starter house, I just want to see what happens when I just like look at it from here. Where is it? Wait, is this it right here? This is actually really cool. Oh, so I never really looked at how this world was designed before, so I'm kind of seeing for the first time. I didn't realize that they kind of built up this infrastructure here, I think, with these, like the debug sort of, like world editor objects, like this fence here, and they built, like, buildings into it to make it all look connected, which is so creative. And I didn't realize that's what was going on here. So this is all kind of a part of it, so they were able to attach it. And then this is kind of that, like, big piece. That is so cool. Okay, let me pull the walls up. So this is, again, there's custom content here, like I said. So there will be things that kind of look a bit more medieval in it because I have all the CC that was required. So it is going to have stuff that looks a bit more for that time period. And we have like the nice chairs in the dining. It's like a dining hall sort of thing. And then upstairs is the living quarters where you would sleep. I guess this is meant to be sort of like, oh, look at the little chamber pot, like the toilet. That is so funny. Yeah. And then, what is this? I'm actually really, I can't tell what, is this the sink? This is a custom sink. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Okay. This looks really cool. And then, let's look over here. This is the dockside bunkhouse. Again, like, these are, I guess, meant to be places maybe for, like, people to, if they don't have a lot of funds, if this is just a place to reside in, maybe they live with a bunch of roommates or, you know, people that they don't, that they aren't related to, and this is just kind of a place for them to live and have shelter and stuff like that. And they kind of do, that's cool, they do their laundry here. You probably need a custom like wash bin mod for that, but I'm not sure. This is cool. Look at this. Oh, I like this custom content. I'm keeping this in my game for medieval gameplay, even if I don't play in this world. That is cool. I like that. Okay, so that is, this is empty. I wonder if this is meant to be like an apartment thing. And it's like blocked off when you're in live mode. I'm not really sure. But yeah, really cool. Loving that. I really love the custom content that came with this world. Very, very cool. This is Schneider Row. I'm assuming this maybe has to do with like sort of small townhomes or something. And like it's kind of like apartment based with like late night if you have it. Let me see. I'm pretty sure, by the way, I didn't say it, but I think this world requires all EPs. I'm pretty sure because this was created, I think, after The Sims 3 was done releasing packs. But, oh, look at that. There's stuff for horses. Perfect. I was wondering because it looks like there's roads here, maybe, but I don't know. So I don't know how it will work with transportation vehicles. Okay, let's see. So we have here, sorry for no lights being on, but you can get the idea of it. We have like the larder. I guess you could say that's the fridge. They call that like a larder or something. There's a sink here, and this is a stove. It seems like this is a common stove they use in the world for all their builds. This is like a little dining or laundry space or something. This is the area to the stable for your horses, and anything else here. This is the building itself. And then there was a basement. Ooh, what is this? Okay, so it's basically just a bunch of fireplaces, but you could totally turn it into like a nectary, right? And this could be a place where your Sims will go to like make wine and stuff. And there was a second floor. So for the second floor, this is interesting. It kind of looks like it's meant to be like you would own some kind of place. Because there's a lot of rooms in this. Like it's meant to be sort of like a bed and breakfast or something, but I could be wrong. I do like how they design everything though. With the, oh my gosh, it's meant to be like one room for someone. Like this is a chamber pot and their sink is in here. That is so funny. Okay, interesting. And this is empty too. So I'm assuming that has to do with like apartment style, like I said. So maybe these are blocked off in live mode, and then this is just the area you use. So maybe this is like meant to be a desk space where they can work on stuff. And wow, it's really tall. But yeah, it's in this area, which looks really cool. Oh, I'm so like annoyed that I didn't look at this sooner, but I'm also okay with it because I hadn't used CC Magic before that time, so this probably would not have been able to run on my computer before that. Anyway, okay, let's see. So we looked at those. I kind of want to look at a different area because this is just one section of the world. There's also of a more like a rural area, like out in the fields where you would have more farming, the farmer's hut, literally. Okay, so we have like the more farming area out in the back in the valley or something like that, I guess you could call it. This is a very cute humble home. I would love this. I would love to have a Sim live in this. This is really cute. And this is perfect for gardening and maybe getting a chicken coop if you have the store object. I can see the vision. I really can. Oh, I love how they designed this. This is perfect for medieval gameplay. And the shower here, and like this is the kitchen area, and it's kind of like meant to be for a family of 4, so we have multiple beds here. It is spacious though, and it is a starter home, I think, right? Okay, it's actually a little over starting home price, but that's okay. You can always add the stuff back in. That's really nice. And then I kind of want to look at, so these are all farmers' huts. Are they all the same thing? They all look like they're the same thing probably, so I won't take a look at the rest of them, but I really like how they did that. And there's more here. I'll probably just do a cheat then for the free real estate cheat so we could take a look at other stuff. But, oh my gosh, look at these. Ooh, are these all farmers' huts? They are, but these look different and they cost less. Okay, let me see. These have different designs to them. Are these more, I'm curious. This is cool because it's like a shed. I like how they did that, and this is where like the mailbox is. This is interesting. It's kind of like a little barn, but it's like as a home. And then there's a lot of space here. You can honestly probably have space for a horse in here with like a stable if you wanted to. And this is more of outdoor space than it is indoor, it seems. So there's like this is like, oh, it's like the outhouse where they would shower and use the bathroom. Oh, that's like the showering quarters. That's cool. Oh, I like that too. And it still kind of fits the same amount of size for like the house. This one I'll take a look at too. So I'm just kind of like thinking out loud because they have different shapes to them. So they kind of have a similar vibe. It's kind of like a big farmer community. It's kind of cool. They designed them slightly different in the layouts, but not too different. It's the same concept with different like floor plans for outside and stuff. I do like this though because you have a lot of space and you can kind of like pick and choose what you want to, if you want to be like a horse person, or I think I see a horse stable in this one actually. Is this affordable? Oh, we can't afford that one. Okay, let me do the free real estate cheat. I'll be right back. Okay, I was going to try to do free real estate, but for some reason, this one particular house and over here, it won't let me click it for my Sims to like take a look at, but I love how this looks. So I will be looking at it when I'm in live mode because I can just use the NROS cheat for that. For some reason, it's causing me problems right now. I don't know why. But yeah, those are the farmers' huts. We have more over here. This one seems to cost a bit more, so it's probably a bit bigger. I really do love this though. Like if you're really into farming and you have a bunch of like mods for like medieval sort of gameplay, or like, you know, prior technology sort of gameplay for The Sims, especially The Sims 3. This world is perfect for that. I can't believe how long I waited to look at this world, because this is perfect for like my the only thing is it's not populated, but that's okay. You can always populate it yourself. It's kind of easy to do. This is definitely great for someone who has a horse. They could put like a stable here. They could run around here. Plants, chickens, cows, whatever you want, you know. Now this I want to take a look at right now. This is the, I don't even know how to say this, Elbinock Hall. This is obviously a grand mansion estate. Like, this is huge. And I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, I love how they did like the green moss sort of thing here for the outer exterior. So it looks like, oh wait, where's the entry point? I think it's this. This is a beautiful lot. Ooh, I love how they did this with like the little maze too, or like the little garden area. This is so cute. This is kind of like a side entrance, maybe? Or, I don't know where the front of it is, actually. It might be this, but I don't know. I'm assuming it's this. Sorry, it's very dark. Again, I can't turn the lights on when I look in this mode, but it looks fully furnished for the most part. Like, for what a... Oh, wow, there's a lot of horse stable stuff here, too. This is a great place for someone who has multiple horses. It looks like even for, like, a butler, maybe, because this looks like a headquarters for a butler. There's also a basement. Okay, there's a lot going on in this, but I never utilize the butler in The Sims 3. I forget that it exists sometimes because I don't do like extravagant living in the game typically, but this kind of makes me want to do that. Now this is cool. They really utilize, I think, also World Adventures. It's kind of like a little vineyard slash where's the thing to make grapes and to make, what is happening? What is this? Okay, well, you can't click on that. Okay. This is very interesting. It just has some kind of weird dungeon-looking walkway. That's very intriguing, but I think that's all there was there. There is a bit of a backyard, though. This is cool. I like how it looks, though. And then, so, okay, this is a second floor. This is like a big opening over here, so there's nothing on that part of the floor. We have some nice bathrooms. I love this canopy custom, like, bath thing that came with this world. We have some bedrooms. Again, it has its own built-in bathroom. Very extravagant. That's very fancy for this time period. Again, another big bathroom in here that's shared by like this double bedroom here. And there's another big bedroom up here. And there's also more stairs going up here to like a big fancy bathroom. How much is in this? Oh my god, this is like a little balcony area up to the top of the like castle looking area. I think that was it, right? These are the stables. Like, oh, again, okay. And there's 2 beds up here. It's not 1. Interesting. So this is like for a really big family though. Okay, there was that. That's really cool. That was over in this area. We looked at this stuff, right? I really want to look at this later because it looks really cute. I think that's really it for the housing, I would say. For some reason, some of these aren't able to be purchased. Oh, well, let's look at this. Okay, we'll take a look at one of the manors over here. There's Abbott's Manor. Abbott's Manor was built to allow the Abbotts to entertain important guests with disturbing life in the cloister. Very expensive just for this one little section, though, so that's pretty interesting. I'm assuming it's fully, like, interior decorated, then. I'm assuming so. I think the entryway is right here. The design is really pretty. There's an area here for a horse, though, which is really cool. By the way, I have a lighting mod in my game, because I just wanted to preface that. Sometimes I forget to say that. It looks very good with this lighting, though, with, like, the natural light coming in, because with the lighting mod, it changes a bit of like how the world may look like with the sky and stuff like that, or the water, compared to if, like, let's say you're looking at it and you don't have the mod I'm using for lighting. So it might alter certain things. But yeah, anyway, this is a really, really nice entryway for like a dining area. Great for entertaining guests, like it said in the little description. So it's like an entertaining hall, a big kitchen here, a little stable area for horses. We have a little bathroom in the back. You can have a little entertaining with playing chess and stuff like that. But there is like a bedroom and everything over here, so it is meant to be like lived in. It's not just like a place for parties. There is a nice little balcony you can get up to, though, where you can do some like sightseeing and painting, which I think is really cute. It's really pretty. Oh, there's a tiny garden in the back here. How precious. Oh, I love that. If I like a rich sim, I would like strive to have them have like one of these type of houses maybe. It's kind of cute. It's by the water, which is kind of nice. And then, ooh, there's also more houses here. There's so many here. I probably won't look at all of them though. I want to look at the commercial lots, but that was that area, so that's really, really cool. And here we are in live mode in the world of Praaven Reworked. So I understand now. Okay. Some of these buildings, they look like houses, but they're actually commercial lots, which is why you can't live in them. Kind of unfortunate because they're really pretty, and you could always convert it, I guess, and make it into a house. So this was like the Abbott space that we were, like that manor we were looking at. There's a library smack dab in the middle called Abbey of St. Wright. And then next to that is Abbey's Brewery. So it's meant to be like a whole like family in the Abbey Gatehouse. There's a bunch of different things here maybe meant to be, you know, like owned by one family, like an estate. Now, one thing I want to say is I think it's probably crucial for this to function this way because it looks like this world is roadless. Besides, I would say maybe this area with the bridge here, everything else, at least here, besides like the bridges, these might be able to use cars, I can't tell. But there's subways here with the rabbit hole rugs that they provide with the entire download link. It gives you all of the CC like I mentioned. So I really recommend using all of the rabbit hole rugs because you can use the Abbey Gatehouse station, which even though it's meant to be, technically it's like a station, it's not actually meant to be, it's meant to be like a train station, so you can't see it. You know, it's like it's a rabbit hole. So there's like a rug over here somewhere. I think it's right here. So you can click travel to. And you may like hear, of course, the sounds for the regular subway station for the rabbit hole, but you're not going to see it. So I feel like that's kind of cool. It's like better that way, because it makes it seem more realistic for this world, especially if you want to do like a medieval style or something like that, you know. But anyway, let's take a look at this area here. Since we're already in this spot, I want to look at the library and this world here. We have like a vineyard, it looks like, so there'll probably be grapes and everything growing here, which is super cool detail. I love that they make the whole like world area really useful. This looks really cool. I want to take a look at this really quick. Okay, so this is like it's like a tiny little town, but even though there's two houses technically here, it's really meant to be, I think, owned by like one family. This looks so cool. And then right next to it, I think, is the vineyard, like the nectary. This is such a nice vibe. Anyway, okay, let's take a look at the library. I want to see what's going on in here. Look at this like little courtyard. That is so nice, the detail. Okay, so can I turn all the lights on? Probably because nobody's in here. I'm going to turn on all the lights so we can see everything. What do we have here? Okay, so this is the second floor, not the first floor. Got it. So this is meant to be a library. It has a lot of extra stuff in it, though. Like, I guess just for decor purposes. It is kind of like a party room, too. And you can do arts and crafts here. Like, you can do sculpting, woodworking. That's interesting. This really nice little like walk outside courtyard. You could probably put some stuff here to make it functional and really pretty. And this is, I guess, meant to be some kind of office room or a church or something. I'm not really sure. But it's like a really big building, like a historical building, I guess. There's like an art room here to do painting. There's a hot tub, a garden. They have horse stables. This is more than just a library at this point. Like, but here's the actual books. I was wondering where the actual books were. And yeah, that is the library. And then right next to it, we had the nectary. So I just want to look at the space, though. Oh, look at that. Look at this, all the grapes you need. It has some like decorative stuff in between, which I appreciate, but there's a lot of different grapes from World Adventures here. So you have plenty for your sim to harvest, and we even have more over here right next to it as well. We have some trees here, make all kinds of wine. There's plenty and plenty here. I do see a well. I wonder if that's for you to actually explore, and there's like some kind of secret hidden thing here, or if this is just for like decor. But this is really pretty on the outside. I love the wallpaper. That's really nice. Okay. And then this is the inside. Oh, look at this. This is a piece of the custom content that comes. It's like a barrel. It kind of looks like it's for like for, I forget what you call it, mead or something. I guess like a brew, like, you know, I don't drink like beer and stuff. I can't think of the words, but like that. But instead it's for coffee and stuff. It's just like a coffee machine in a different style. That's really cool. Oh, and this is a register. Oh, so this is what the registers look like. They're just chests. Okay, that's cool. But the entry point's down here. Now, there's no lights on here. Let me turn on all lights. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a bit more of like the down in the basement, or I guess it's really not the basement, but it's meant to be like where you kind of have the starting point for this place, and then you go upstairs, and then up here is just, it's really just for some decor and for like the aesthetic of the building. But I really like the detail here. This is very cool. Oh, I love it. I really like that, and how they utilize like the things for the these pipe things from the fireplaces. It looks like there might be fireplaces attached, but I can't tell. Like it might. Okay, you can light the fire. But you need, oh, I need firewood. Oh, okay. Do I have a mod put in for that? Okay, interesting. Maybe I do. Okay. That's really cool though. So that is the vineyard, the nectary. That's right next to the library. And look at all this open space here. I am curious if in edit town mode you can place down like plots of land and like build more. I feel like you definitely could. Like this is meant to be here. Amrine Spring Fairgrounds. So you do have a festival lot. We have a mill pond here for fishing, and this looks really beautiful, the landscaping. I love when there's detail for landscaping. It's not just kind of like thrown in there. It looks really pretty. And it's kind of at the edge over here. It's really, really nice. I do want to look at, what is this? We have the lake overlook, and this is a Hall Gardens. Now, this I think is a part of, so this is meant to be a house. Yeah, so this is actually a place you can live, and then these are technically parks, so there's nothing there, but I guess they did that just to put the trees and stuff like that there to make it like a functional lot. And then this is the lake overlook, even though it's kind of meant to be a part of this house here, as you can tell, but it's not actually. So you can have Sims come here because it's actually a public lot, which is pretty cool. You can even probably put like a telescope here to look out the stars. I thought I saw, oh, this is a part of this house. Okay, cool. So this is like forestry here. This is cool. Now, if you do a lot of medieval, this is probably gonna be a long video. If you do medieval gameplay, or you're getting into it and you're interested in doing it, there are mods. I actually did a video on my channel. I don't know if I go over all the mods I use in it, but it is a slightly older video, and I talk about all the medieval mods and CC and objects that I use in my game for medieval gameplay for The Sims 3. So check that out. I'll put a link above probably for you to click if you want to go look at that later, because there are some really cool mods. There's one by, I think the name is Annie. They're not currently making mods for The Sims 3 right now, but they made some really cool medieval mods, or like things for wildlife and stuff, like living in the like a natural life. And there's spawners to get trees that you can knock down to get wood for fire and stuff. And this would be like a great spot to do that, like out in the little forest of the town area here, because we also have like a chapel here, and we have an inn where you can stay. So you do need Island Paradise for this, I think, if it functions that way. It might also just be a bar, I'm not sure, but, and then these are empty houses. This here is a market hall, so you could probably go here to get food or something. This chapel area and stuff looks really cool though, so I want to take a look at this. But let's see. Okay, so this is kind of how you go into the town, like the shopping center, like the whole like market area. So you kind of like walk through here. We have birds. Let me see. We have pigeons everywhere, domesticated. They weren't domesticated yet, were they? I don't know. And then we have the paper boy running that way. We do have a merchant over here for this area. So there's definitely, you can, you can buy food. Okay, cool. And then let's take a look at this. So this here is an inn. Oh, it's a bar. Okay, cool. Okay, so we do have a bar, which is called an inn. If you wanted to turn it into into an actual hotel, I think you could. I think there would be a way to do that with this. It might work. But we have a nice dining hall area here. This is just for show, but we have some bar games that you can play that are of course non-technological, because there's not supposed to be any technology here really. We have a nice back kitchen area, and we have a place for you to taste nectar, so you come here to drink wine, not purchase it, which is cool. But it's a nice little tavern. It's a nice tavern, and you can even like, I don't know what the word is. It's not dock, but you can like have your horse rest here. And there's spawners. There's a gecko. How cute! Oh my gosh. And yeah, the horses can hang out here while you're going to get a pint. You know what I mean? At the local tavern, you know, and like the town, like a little rest stop, and it's cute. This is also a cemetery, the chapel. Oh, okay, so this is where the cemetery is placed. Oh my goodness. What happened here? What happened here? Something happened there. Let's not get into that. Okay, so this is where the rabbit hole for the Colosseum is. You have to go on the outside, of course, and like go through the back to get there. But you can tour the mausoleum and stuff and get a part-time job if you want to. Now, this is, okay, so is this how you get, this is the first floor. But it looks like there was some kind of like stepping. Is there some kind of, okay, no, that's just how it's just taller with columns. Okay, so it's not functional that way. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, you can't enter. This is an entry point. You have to enter through here. I see. I hope that's functional. That's cool though. I'm assuming they play tested this since they reworked this entire world. But okay, so you have to go through the chapel to get there. Okay, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, those are birds. I thought they were gems. Okay, so we have that area. That was a tavern there. Very cool. We looked at that. Let's take a look, of course, at the festival lot. Now, I don't think it's gonna be really set up right now because it's Sunday. Well, I'll see if I can go into the next day and take a look for it during summertime, just because I want to see what it looks like set up that way. And now we have the big like town square space. What is this? This is the town dump. I'm assuming, yeah, it's a junkyard. Perfect if you want to have inventor sims who make gadgets, gizmos, whatever. Oh, we have 2. Oh, I wonder how that will work. This is supposed to be the Southern Tournament Grounds. Oh, like where you do, what's it called? It's meant to be, I think, technically where you do jousting, right? But this is actually a training ground for horses. I wonder if you could just change this lot type and turn it into a training ground then. Because I don't see a training ground set up here. This would be a perfect spot to be that instead. You know what I mean? We also have another tavern here, the Blue Flower Inn. These are all open, I think, around 11 a.m. because there's like certain type of like bars. This might be like a pub or like a sports bar or something. But I love like the canopies here and how it looks with the signs and stuff. This looks really cool. So this is the bar over here, and we have like all these fire pits and stuff like that, so you can get more of an ambiance, especially if it's like a cold winter's day, you want to get a pint. There is again the back sort of like station here for a chef or something, so you could turn these into restaurants if you have the bistro set from the store, and I think that'd be pretty cool. We have more like to sit by the fire here. And then I think upstairs is where it's just kind of like the inn, quote-unquote, portion where you can have like a rest stop for your Sims. And again, there's a stable or at least a little post here for your horses so they can have a place to rest and get a drink, eat some hay, and just have like a little bit of a rest. So this is definitely meant to be a world where you're meant to ride around on horseback, which can be tricky in The Sims 3, but we do have those subway station rabbit holes, like I said. So you would come over here, I think, by Tovar Shed Station, and that's the closest you'd be able to get to this area. So this is kind of like out in the outskirts of the town, I guess. Oh, but we have like a Stonehenge thing over here. Oh, this is pretty. It's a part of the water, though. This is kind of cool. You can go fishing over here. This looks really nice. We have the mountains over here. I wonder if there's some nice, like, campground spaces. This is a perfect world to kind of make it where your Sims, like, don't have, like, a real... I guess not necessarily like a real job. Like maybe they have like a freelance job and like, quote unquote freelance, and they sell certain things like fish or things like that or produce, and they kind of have to go on week journeys, like do like the real sort of like, I guess, medieval Middle Ages lifestyle where they have to like go out by horseback, like set up camp, things like that. You know what I mean? But with that, you would probably have to edit part of the town to add like those like hitching posts for the horses so they have places to rest too. Anyway, it just gives me ideas. Do you know what I mean? But this was that area. Okay, we looked at this, I think. This is another church, sort of, or in graveyard. So this wasn't a place to live. Okay, it makes sense now. So you just can't live here, that's why. Okay, very cute though. More quaint. Again, we have more of this. What happened here? What kind of, what's the story there? Okay. They made this empty. I don't know if there was meant to be a mausoleum set up here and it didn't work, or if they made it a graveyard lot but didn't put a mausoleum, since it only really makes sense to put one in the world. Is probably why they did it. So this could also be a place to have Sims get married if you want them to like elope or something. And like a quaint little church or something, you know what I mean? Like something like that. But I love the vibe of this because right here you have this custom window. I think it's a custom window. I'm pretty sure it's a CC. And I love like the stained glass window. I think that's so pretty. I love that. It looks really cool. I love these buildings. I honestly would probably download this and like turn it into a house. I'm not kidding. Anyway, moving on. This world is really big. I don't think I looked at this area of town, did I? I like got carried away, kind of got lost. So we have the criminal rabbit hole over here. I just want to see like what the building for like the rabbit hole looks like. Okay, so it's a part of town. So we have like We have houses over here, but this is where like the criminals would kind of hide out and go to work. Now this is the rabbit hole rug, so this is where they would go to do the criminal career. And it's just kind of like a little warehouse looking building, and it's off by this wood lot. I wonder what that is. This is like it's kind of built into the water. It's like a lumber yard basically. That's cool though. Look at, is this, I don't remember, is this custom, this bridge? It has like a little drawbridge with like the gates and stuff. I don't know. This looks really cool. I like how that looks. It looks really awesome. And look at this town. I mean, this is so cool. Let's look up from above. Look at this. Look at this world. Oh, you can see there's like fire on top of that like little sort of castle thing right there in the center. That's cool. Look at that. And yeah, the mountains. This is like the view. The terrain paint looks amazing. Look at that mountain with like the snow covered on top. I just think this world is really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Yeah, let's go back to, where was that place with the fire? It was right here. Let's go over here. This is the lighthouse. Oh, cute. Okay, and you can have like a little rest stop for your horse as well. I think it's just cool to kind of explore this world, I feel like. But like these logs are like on fire. So it's meant to be like where the light is from the lighthouse, but it's like naturally lit up, of course, because there's no electricity yet. The sounds of fire in this game were kind of scary, but that's realistic, I guess. This looks really cool, though. They have a little resting spot here. You can even use it for, like, to make some food. They have, like, a little stop to take a shower. And then this is just, like, a spot that's just blocked off. So that's the little lighthouse over there, or firehouse, I guess you could say. And you got the little boat going off. You got the seagulls. Really, really cute, really pretty. Okay, oh, there's a tavern here. All the major rabbit holes are in here. We have another grocery rabbit hole as well, besides the other one that we had. So there's multiple, which I like that they did that because it might be hard to get into town sometimes, you know what I mean? So it'll be nice to have like local markets. Oh, but look at this though. I like this. This is definitely some custom content right here, like the cabbage and pumpkins and stuff. But it looks really nice. So I think this is the entry point to this tavern, the Yara Inn. We didn't look at this, did we? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I don't think we did. I don't recognize this basement. But again, you can come here to, I think, like taste nectar. Yeah. So this is where you would come to like grab some nectar for free, because it's free doing that. But it has a bartender here. And we have a nice little fire and seating area here to socialize. You know, a little bathroom and kitchen area. You got the stable horse things over there too. Really off by the water. You want to come here first and take a nice dip in the water. Go fishing. Go boating. Maybe you're like a local fisherman. I think this would be this is a perfect world if you want to have like a freelance fisherman or something. And they like sell fish at the local market for a living. This would be like a perfect world, I think, for that. Let's look at this. This is called the warehouse. It's empty. I don't know if this is a rabbit hole. Is it a rabbit hole? I don't know. Or is this just like an... Oh, this is just here. I think this is actually a part of this. I don't know. This is interesting because you can't like travel to it on its own. We have the military rabbit hole career here. It's kind of like the barracks, I think. Like the eyes of the courtyard, the castle, blacksmith, castle, windmill. So let me just take a look at what this looks like. You can go in it. It's not like a separate... Oh my gosh, it is a house. Oh, there's Sims here. Oh, and they're wearing hats. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, so this is... houses in here. Oh, we looked at this one. So there's a castle right next to it. And it's over 250,000 simoleons. But then we have... the local blacksmith here, which is a little place you can actually go to. And it's a local shopping center. Oh my gosh, a little hedgehog. Oh my gosh, we have little hedgehogs. And they're just running around. How adorable. Oh, what a cutie. Anyway, so we have this like little town center here. And then this is the castle windmill. Oh my gosh, it moves. It's animated. Oh my gosh. There's... Oh wait, it's a rabbit hole. This is the military career entry point. Oh, that's cool. There's a whole design to this. And then we have even a theater area here. What does that look like? Is it like an outdoor thing? It has like a really medieval like theater look where they would have like the stage. The stages, the playhouses. Oh my gosh, how cool. You could totally set this up, I think, to be like a place for a band to play if you want to do instrumentation, or if you want to do like the thing from Showtime where they can do like the stage festivals if you really want to. I feel like you can maybe set it up there. It'd be cool to utilize that even more, even though there's just also for the rabbit hole. That's really cool though. And this is near the remains, like those houses, like the starter home things that are just kind of like destroyed little deteriorated buildings there. This is super nice. I really do love this. With the lighting mod, it looks really great too during the sunset. This is so pretty. I think we'll just like take a look at the world from afar a bit, and then I wanted to look at the festival a lot, so we'll do that once it's like a new day. But look at this. How pretty is this? This is beautiful. This is such a beautiful detailed world. Yeah, this world is just so pretty. There's just so much nice stuff in it. And I guess you could say there's a lot to do. Like, and I like that this town center is all here, so everything's kind of in one thing, and that I didn't even know there were rabbit holes for the subway stations from late night, so that's really cool that they did that to kind of make it like a train station looking thing, even though obviously trains wouldn't necessarily exist, so maybe this is a little bit later on, you know what I mean. But this is really cool, or it's in like a different dimension, that's fine. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it. The Sims, you could do whatever you want. This is the imagination of it. That's the beauty of it all. Alright, so I did say I was going to take a look at the festival lot the next day to see what happens. Nothing was appearing. Let's see, set season. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I wonder if summer just wasn't set up for some reason, because it didn't appear. Nothing appeared for me. But this is spring. So this is what it looks like in springtime. We have a little area for pets over here. We have the market stalls. And this is a summer snacks concession, so this is like a custom one. And then we have the kissing booth here. We have more of like, this is the nectary cash box here. You can get nectar and drink. You can do this is a pie eating contest area. You can get married here. You can do the water balloon fights, it looks like. And you can do like the horseshoes and stuff. And then you have like the face painting and things like that. And then this is also medieval food cash box. So these are meant to be places to get food, stuff like that. So that's really cool. That is what it looks like for springtime. So does summer not have anything? Interesting. Summer doesn't have anything. I wonder if that was a glitch. Like, that wasn't meant to happen that way. You could always go and edit it yourself, though. Of course. You could do that. So, yeah, I think that's cool, though. So that was summer. So, oh no, only spring has it set up. Interesting. Is this meant to be a world of only spring? There's nothing here in winter either. Set season. Nothing in fall. There's a little bit in winter. There's not too much going on here. I wonder if this was meant to be finished and they just didn't finish it. If that's the case, then, go ahead and edit it yourself. But it does seem like this was meant to be like the actual festival lot. So you just have to kind of like go into, like, I think buy debug first, so it pops up that little thing there. And then you can edit this to your heart's content to make it look fully set up. But yeah, this is the world of Praaven Reworked, because this was an edited version with updated CC that was no longer broken, and there's some routing issues and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this overview. If you want to download this, there will be a link in the video description. As always, read things first, before you have any questions, just in case the creator put it in the post. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good one, and take care. Bye!